Hey everybody, it's Brian at FansRaise. Quick Halloween update. So I want to just talk about some of the things that happened in October. Well, what happened in October? I think everything happened in October actually. We had a tremendous month. We made a lot of new friends, not just marching bands. We made some new friends, and it was some vocal chamber ensembles, both scholastic and also collegiate. We took on a lot of new winter guards and indoor percussion ensembles, which is really exciting. And it actually makes a lot of sense. I should have seen this coming, but this is really the audition season for setting rosters and kind of figuring out who's going to be in what groups for indoor guards, indoor percussion. And I think paying your freight in terms of tuition and fees for these programs, I think a lot of the administrators of these programs are looking for new and different ways to create fundraising opportunities for their members. So we're perfect for that. One thing I did not see coming is the warm reception we've gotten across the drum corps community. And it really makes sense when you think about that, because drum corps are typically, they're independent, they're their own nonprofits, they're on their own for budgeting and fundraising, and they eat, sleep, breathe fundraising all the time. So we have recently gotten involved and partnered with several DCI and DCA drum corps. So thrilled about that. That's an activity that's near and dear to my heart, as I'm sure many of you. So the end of marching band season, it's a great time to think about off season. And I don't mean just next year's show, but I mean what's happening in the winter and spring months. So for some of your programs, that could mean indoor. For others reasons I just mentioned. It could also mean spring band trips. I know when I was in high school, and also when I was a high school director, it seemed that on years we weren't doing a big bowl game, and a lot of times those bowl games happen over the holidays, we're typically going somewhere on a destination band trip to go perform in some sort of festival or maybe ride some roller coasters or whatever. But whether you know it or not, FansRaise is perfect for setting up crowdfunding campaigns that don't just buy big stuff like uniforms and drums and horns and trucks and trailers and all that, but we can also help your students pay their way onto your band trips. There's nothing worse than going on a band trip and only having 40% of your kids participate because the trip's so expensive. So we get that. And I encourage you to reach out to us to inquire or just check out our blog. We've got lots of great resources there, also our FAQs about what those campaigns entail. They're very simple. It's just a switch that you throw at campaign setup in the design wizard just to set your campaign up as a member-driven campaign or an org-driven campaign. You can even blend the two if you want. And that gets a little crazy, but I can walk you through that. Lastly, we are staring down the barrel at the end of the marching band season, which is great. Best of luck to all of your groups as you go forward with your last band contests, your competitions, your festivals. You probably have a couple of football games. Maybe you do a Thanksgiving Day Turkey Bowl type of game. So this is the waning hours of the season. You know, rehearsals are growing short. Not a lot of time to get those last bit of details locked down in the shows, so I hope everyone's enjoying that run to the finish line. We will be a featured sponsor at U.S. Bands, state, regional, and national championships. Also, Cavalcade of Bands, Tournament of Bands will be present there as well. If you are headed to Bands of America Grand National Championships in Indianapolis, it's about the 8th to the 11th of November, I will be there. So if your group is going to be there, if you're going to be out in attendance, I'd love to get together with you. I'll buy you a cup of coffee. We can sit down and chat and talk about campaigns and plans and visions that your organization has. So if you're a booster, if you're a director, or would like to connect with me with the appropriate person within your organization, go ahead and ping me at brian@fansraise.com. Anyway, that's it. Everyone have a great day. Don't eat too much candy. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.